Searching podcasts for Dave, and one more time.
If I were half the man I used to be, I'd take a flamethrower to this entire podcast. Of course, that would be like starting a dumpster fire. It looks good, but the smell? Whoo-wah. If it pleases the court, you know what? I don't care if it pleases the court. This is Dave and Juan.
And 3.
Number
1. Woo-woo! As always, in advance. America, more than ever. You're welcome.
Right, you need it more than ever.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Those of you that saying, you think they're going to come back this week? Of course, we're here. You can count on us. I'm Dave.
I'm Juan.
And this is Dave and Juan.
More time.
Thank you.
My voice cracked on that. Finally reaching puberty.
Oh, geez, man. You just coming off of a voice. That's maybe,
Yeah, man,
maybe your voice is maybe your voice is tired. That's why it's breaking.
It could be. It could be. You know, I do a little voiceover work here and there. Trying to do a little more. So I was in a workshop.
I can't even imagine what you would be like in a workshop. I would pay money to just hang back and watch you take instruction from anybody.
Dude, I don't need instruction. No.
On how to talk.
I yelled out "Who dat" at one point in the thing. There was a guy in there who had an Astros jersey on, so they started talking about that. But
Astros, okay, yeah. I think I'm wearing. I think I wanted this. I got my Astrodome shirt on today. Well, okay. Before it goes too far, this is why, because look, man, it's still we're doing this. It's what month we in? We're still in August, right?
Yeah. August, one more couple days.
So we're still in August, and it's flipping hot. It's hot. It's raining every day here. It's humid as all get out. And even when you keep the AC down, you ever notice that? Even when you keep the AC down in your house, just knowing how hot it is outside, I think your body just sweats.
Oh.
Like, it's like, wait a minute, man. It's like 70, 73, 74 degrees. Why am I sweating? But anyway, I'm getting off track. So I got a box yesterday. We joked about it. Was it last week?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So in a box delivered yesterday from, is it Gene and
Julie?
So Gene and Julie out there, thank you. I got my Sam's Club from Louisiana sweatshirt that is just.
Yeah, I said it was from Sam's in Baton Rouge. It was actually Sam's in Houma. So
man, it makes it even more special. My wife laughed her head off last night. I left it out on the sofa. She heard us talking about it, and she was like, "Oh, I love it." She just laughed. I love it. She says, "You have to wear it tomorrow." I'm like, "It's hot. I can't wait." And she says, "You need to wear it on." I'm like, "I will." So as soon as we get a cold,
as soon as it gets down below 95.
As soon as I don't have fans blowing on me inside my office, because but anyway, so it's a heavy good
sweatshirt from Sam's, man.
Hey, made in China. Hey, so when it's made in China, they love you. It was made with love.
That's right.
Made with love, because
Gene is a sugarcane farmer, so he won't be able to wear that at work because he's riding in an AC and heated harvester.
I got you. Well, we do appreciate it, and for those of you that are only watching, only listening, again, why are you depriving yourself of the visuals? But those of you that are just listening, it's it's a Louisiana sweatshirt with hooded sweatshirt. Look at that. There you go. With Louisiana underneath it says the Bayou State. Of course, the graphic is a mountain scene with pine trees and a large deer. So
right. It's what you always see here.
Perfect. Somebody sitting in a sweatshop in China saying, I guess that's a bayou.
Yeah.
What are those things? That a mountain?
It's got to be the bayou up there.
That's the bayou.
Colorado, Louisiana. It's all
apparently the bayou runs from there. But yeah, I actually might wear it. I'm going to be in. I'll wear it on the podcast coming up soon. But I'll bring it to New Orleans. Hopefully, it'll be a little chillier mid-October when we get there.
Yeah, I might get a day. It's in the
Assuming
70s.
so if I used to live in Louisiana. I never lived in New Orleans, but now that we know that voting is sort of just fluid now, you can you can just show up, vote where you
Well,
want.
you probably could, man.
Okay,
You
so
don't
I'm
need
gonna
ID or anything, do you?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in town, and might have time to sign the recall.
Mm.
Our buddy of mine sent a text and said, "Hey, man, I think you guys pressured." And I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like,
it.
no, that ain't us. I mean, we're not even because we've well established for the most part, the areas of the state that we're from. We don't really care about New Orleans. I mean, we care because you got to care about the biggest city in your home state. But
do you think enough people who vote in New Orleans in the mayoral race, or who are eligible to vote in the mayoral race, want to recall her?
I don't know, man. Because we're talking about, so it's become official that I guess the Secretary of State said that there has been a recall petition filed. They got they got as many signatures as necessary to try to recall the fair Latoya. Do you have to officially say the destroyer? Does that come? I mean, that's
I think it's on the ballot.
It's on the ballot. Okay. So she, yeah, apparently, it's an interesting week when, now I don't know if you watch Tucker Carlson or not, but I hate all TV, but I'll watch Tucker. Just because it's one of those things, and I would recommend this to anybody, regardless of what side of any argument you're on. If you can find like one person that's actually talking about things that nobody else talks about.
Oh, I saw he went at it.
I mean, we all talk about them, like normal people talk about them, but you can't watch any any network that are going to cover some pretty big stories. So you kind of, but yeah, he did a segment on New Orleans.
Right, on the whole analogy of intentionally destroying things.
Yeah.
So you could stay in power.
And true story, last night. So we're doing this on a Saturday. It's still morning, right? We're doing this on Saturday. A buddy of mine texting with last night. He's at House of Blues in New Orleans. Guess who he sends me a picture of? Latoya. She
Who was he there to see? Or was he at the restaurant?
No. It was you might have liked it. I think it was a Prince cover band.
Oh, Purple Rain. Yep.
The fact you know that is embarrassing.
Spelled R-E-I-G-N, or have you spell rain that way?
All right. So, anyways, so she's not too worried about. She ain't worried about no recall. Come on.
She could be there to break up fights and stuff,
Might have been patrolling. Might have been.
God knows they don't have enough cops to do it.
Exactly. She might have looked around and said, "You know what? I'm gonna strap up tonight. We're gonna go. We're gonna keep people safe at this place." And this friend, a good friend, and we always kind of debate back and forth about New Orleans. And everybody from that area. I mean, everyone loves New Orleans. It's just great. It's a great American city. It's and I've done a bit of traveling around the country, and I can tell you it's the most unique. And just
right. It's a true, melting pot of culture.
And it's just always been an amazing city. And I started noticing, and I'm not there. I live in Houston. I'm rarely there, but I started, popping in going, it's kind of, I don't think this is going well. And my buddy's always like, it's great. And he tells me, I said, yeah, asking a bunch of locals, because all the people just pop in on the weekend, right? That's what happens. Everybody moved out. Well, not everybody. But I'm saying so they go have fun. There'll be Saints games. It'll be whatever. They'll show up or whatever. But nobody. But talking to folks that live around there, and they're like, yeah, it's not. It's not.
No, and that's kind of what from the part of the Tucker monologue that I think you're referring to is what he said is intentional, and that you drive all the people out of the city itself.
Yeah,
you're left with control.
There you go. Well, so there you go. So good luck, New Orleans. But no, you ain't recalling her. Just, good. Ride that thing out. Good luck. Good luck with all that. But there you go. So I'm gonna be there. I'll be there. And if they hand me a petition, I'll sign it. I'll put a little smiley face, put a little smiley face on it, and we'll go. But that's the other thing. Big breaking news this week was I feel silly, man. I didn't have any student loans. I mean, I was ready. Well, I guess we all do now. I guess.
Yeah, you do now.
Yeah, if you didn't have them before.
And look, I got zero against people getting student loans. But if you know, I mean, maybe it's not economics 101, but it's at least economics 102.
Yeah.
I've always said the reason college tuition is out of freaking control is largely because of the availability of government funded financing.
It's a machine.
Right. The more money is available, the more they're going to cost.
And they give it to everybody. Charge. Yeah. And look, it's an oversimplification, but I think we've touched on this before, where back in the day, and define back in the day any way you want. I know definitely when, old guys like us went to school, it seemed like colleges, a big part of it was weeding you out. Right. They'd weed you out. That's the whole thing. Everybody wasn't supposed. That's okay. And some of the most successful people that I've ever known never graduated college. I said that before too. I mean, seriously, I go down a list of the, 3 or 4 most successful people that I've ever worked for. A couple of them may have gone to college. None of them. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, but it used to be people flunked out. They flunked out a junior year. Now, a lot of people flunk out early, right? They just don't. But people flunked out junior year. People flunked out senior year. Some people didn't graduate. Now, dude, you got that check. They will find a way. They will find a way. You may take you 5-6 years to get a degree, but they're gonna get you one. As long as those checks clear, you got it, buddy.
There's also a thing, so my son, I talked about this before, went to college out of state. Well, I was fortunate enough that his mother lives in that same state. So somehow or another, we realized we could get in-state tuition. Because before that, I mean, he was going to go there anyway. And so I started looking. I said, okay, how am I going to cover this? In addition to the student loan, there's a thing called a Parents Plus loan, where basically the parent could get,
really?
Yeah, it's not at low interest, I think, as a student loan. But hell, doesn't matter about your income, how much you need.
Never saw that.
Yeah. So
never saw that. I just know that whatever. And I get it's one of these things where you're right. I don't deny or begrudge anybody. Whatever. You want to go get that degree, knock yourself out. You want to. But this idea that, they're too young to understand, they're being predatory loan. I'm like, well, who's the predator here?
Right.
Who?
The government.
Who? And the colleges. There's a reason. Yeah. There's a reason.
The colleges are part of the government in my mind.
They go all the way up. Right. Now, again, we're kind of beating it. Right. We're kicking a dead horse, but sometimes dead horses need kicking. It's in the way. So we'll see. So, hey, and here's the deal. Where people don't understand, and because again, remember, everybody's lying to you. We're trying not to. Every now and then we may not be, might not be right, but it wasn't intentional. All right. When they start breaking it down, and you have to break it down by the average taxpayer. Okay. Don't do like, it's this amount, and you divide that by how many people in America? 350 million. Blah, blah.
Right.
No. Because most of those people, or at least a big chunk of those people, they ain't paying taxes. The average taxpayer is going to pay over $2,000 something for that. So that's basically what they did. Like high five. And here's the weird thing.
There's no such thing as forgiveness. No. You're either screwing the lien holder, or you're just transferring the debt to somebody else.
Economics with Dave and Juan.
All right.
The lien holder.
It ain't free.
The lien holder, man. Oh, geez. Well. So there you go. So, and here's the other thing. Most of that debt, big, massive amounts, is on advanced degrees. Okay. These are people getting master's degrees and law degrees and all this stuff. Right. So it's on top of that. And don't get me wrong. So say it's $10,000. Say they're waiving $10,000 on dude, if you have your student loans down to $10,000, you about done.
Yeah.
You close, right? Even if it's like with the Pell Grant stuff's 20, it's bizarro world, man. But there you go. Don't want to just whine about that stuff, but it is what it is. I used to say, joke, I'm gonna have to run, Juan. I mean, you can do the voiceovers for me.
That'd be cool.
You know, I got to be careful how I say that though, because I don't know if they've turned up the mics, turned up the surveillance. Man, Facebook has become, we've always joked about, don't think it too hard. Facebook will show you an ad. Dude, it's some of it I can see, some of it I can't. Okay. I made the mistake of clicking on something the other day. I felt like a wallet. They're like one of these, I don't know, a type of, because young people now don't carry the kind of wallet. Well, you don't carry a wallet.
I don't carry a wallet.
You're bizarro world to me, but I'm still, I still carry I don't carry a wallet. I carry the same kind of wallet I've carried my entire life. The only thing that varies is whether or not every now and then I got to get aggravated and pull some stuff out of it, right? Just like it's getting, the Papa wallet, right? When you're sitting in the car, when you're sitting in the
you
car,
lean right there.
and you got, like your sciatic nerves getting, I think it's the sciatic nerve, right? Like, oh man, why's my lower back hurting? No, because I'm sitting on a freaking brick. That's what's happening right here. So, but and my oldest son, God love him, he has those tendencies, man. He learned from me. He had his wallet out the other day. I'm like, bro, what you got in that thing, man? Start pulling some of that stuff out. But anyway, I clicked on one of these newer wallets. Man, since then, I think every third thing, if I'm scrolling, that, and I don't know, I know I never clicked on one of these things. Maybe I stared at it too long, just trying to make sense of it. But apparently the new thing now is to sell t-shirts to fat dudes. No, man, you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen these?
Yes, they're expensive. But so true story. So I'm a fat dude who wears t-shirts. So the other day I'm thinking about this, and so I take my regular shirt and just pull it tight. I said, well, this don't freaking look good. Why would I want that? I'm fat. I want the loose baggy shirt.
Well, okay, but and I get it.
Why are you seeing those ads? You're not fat.
Well, I mean, apparently I identify as fat. I don't know. I just, maybe it's my aura. My aura is
or your age, maybe.
That too. But yeah, and those, but man, I think it is. I know I've never clicked on any of them, but I honestly think that if you leave it on your screen long enough, it identifies as he's watching. And my big thing is, they're trying to sell. It's hard. I see those commercials, those ads is almost heartbreaking. It's like you're going at people at their weak, like, you know what I'm saying? You're I guess that's what advertising is, right? You just they don't care. Hey, fat boy, you want to look that fat? But here's the deal. They show these ads, and these guys are walking, all of a sudden they got on this t-shirt, man. These women are just like, women are walking into doors and bumping into stuff because, Chubby put on a different t-shirt. And we say that with love, by the way. Hey, man.
Hey, Mr. Kitty.
There you go. It's a typical cat. It took a few weeks for the cat to become comfortable enough to say, what the heck?
Yep, now he's going.
There you go.
Yeah, he just turned around.
Yeah.
For those not watching, my son's cat is here and meanders around.
Yeah, mine's out. Mine is still doing that. Prefers to be outside. We have, but here's the deal: we have to. I think we're done with the chubby boy t-shirt. I think we have to keep the food inside now. And just several times a day, just open the door. She runs inside, eats, and then, dude, as soon as she's done, get me out of here. I mean, she starts meowing like, it's weird. It's bizarro world. But okay, we have to do it because of the animal show we have going on outside. Did I tell you the other day? So we knew we had a possum, right? We knew possums all the time. I've sent pictures. So possums are there. The other day, my wife walks to the back door, looks out, and we used to keep the cat food just right there.
Mm-hmm.
She was, oh, What? We got a raccoon.
Oh,
and
Lord.
and I'm me being me, I'm sitting there thinking, do you know what a raccoon looks like? Because it could be a pop. Like,
You being you, her being her.
yeah.
Come on, man. She's from down the bayou. She
Well,
knows what a
but
raccoon looks like.
she's looking, but it's right near the door, and she's looking down, and then it's not a great angle to see it. And I'm like, go see it. And I was like, man, nice size raccoon. And didn't look like it was going to sweat me at all. I didn't open the door because it was literally right there. If I opened the door, the raccoon's 6 inches from my.
Yeah, running in.
And I'm thinking, I don't feel like having to.
Yeah, it's not a battle I want to fight.
Wrestle a raccoon tonight. And then part of me's thinking, man, I live in Sugar Land, Texas. It's not exactly, I don't live it. I guess there's country around us still, and they do what they do, but yeah, can't. So there you go. They just, no, I got to trap it or something. I don't know.
Nah, you're the animal king, man. They find you. It's like a Facebook ad. It just, the word in the Sugarland Animal Kingdom is out. Come on over here. This guy will feed you.
Haven't seen my duck in a couple of days. And I get I hope raccoons don't eat ducks.
Nah, ducks will fly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What
turtles do, though.
Turtles eat what?
Turtles will eat baby ducks. So they'll start nipping at their feet. And then the baby duck can't swim and they drown, or the turtle. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Dude, you making that up?
I'm not. Place where we used to live, we always had trouble keeping baby ducks because they had a lot of turtles in the pond.
Snapping turtles?
I don't know. Turtles.
I mean, we got turtles too, but I don't think they're carnivores. I mean, regular turtles don't eat ducks.
I don't know. That was the story I was told.
I mean, look,
I said they ate the duck. They'd bite at their feet, and then the turtle would drown then the duck would drown because it couldn't swim.
Bedtime stories with Dave and Juan.
Right, bro.
Kids, nature is rough.
I think my dad told me that. That could be.
Well, then it must have been true.
That's right. So, yeah. So about my dad and Facebook. Rough. So my dad turns 88 next week.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Yeah. And true to that whole sense where, you get to an age where you can say whatever you want. So I saw on Facebook that a guy about his age from the town he lives in passed away. So, my dad's not on social media or anything. So I just wanted to call him and I said, hey, I want to let you know I saw so-and-so passed away. His response is, it wasn't my favorite person. I'm sad he did, but
Yeah, well, he's being honest. At least, exactly. Well, I've done that. I'm not near your dad's age yet, and I've done that. People tell me stuff, and I go, well, I'm not gonna speak ill of the dead, but I'm not sending a card either. Should. I should. It's like when people say, "Oh, praying for that person." Are you really? Or was typing that the extent of your prayer?
Right. Yeah, the prayer hands were the closest meme, the closest emoji on your list.
I meant to click the prayer hands and I clicked the crying laughing face. I'm sorry.
My bad, bro.
That was not good. But yeah, is what it is. But what else we had going on? We're talking earlier about before we came on. We got through the Latoya partying. Oh yeah. Did you see? I think I sent it to you. And it's legit, and people are always arguing about stuff. But somebody had online the bid. I guess somebody had a Chevy Volt.
Oh,
car.
yeah.
Okay. And they had to get it repaired or replaced, because the battery goes out. By the way, guys, you should know that these electric cars are not magic. They don't last forever. And people are always claiming, well, they're guaranteed to 100,000 miles. Really? You know how hard it is to put 100,000 miles on an electric car? I mean, you put 100,000 miles on a work truck. A lot of fill-ups. Yeah, you put 100,000 miles on a vehicle that you can actually take places, but I don't think you're gonna, and I'm sure they have some electric vehicles with 100,000 miles on them. I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see
It's-
what percentage.
Well, in California, in a few years, you're not gonna be able to buy one that's not.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
gonna be great. But anyway, and the bill was, I sent it to you. What was it? So
Yeah, it was like 20 something $1,000.
oh yes, it was 20. Hang on a sec here. Let me pull it up. This is scintillating stuff for everybody, I know. But yeah. So the the part.
Let's
the-
be honest. How long can a Chevy or how much is the Chevy Volt worth?
I don't know, but the replacement with labor, and the labor is only $1,200, by the way. $1,200 sounds like a lot, but $1,200 to replace. That's the other thing too. I think people don't understand how big these batteries are. Okay,
Right, it's the whole underneath of the car.
everybody wants to think it's like, well, it's a battery. It's great. I've got a battery in my car. It would be awesome
Right,
if my
right.
car ran on. That's not what it's running
Right.
on.
It's basically the solar panel of your roof.
Yeah, couillon choose is the size of it's the size of the car. It's got, it's rare earth minerals and everything. So yeah, the bill on this thing all in, which I found was kind of funny because there was $1,200 labor, and then there was a coolant. Coolant was $33. That seems pretty. So far we're going all right. I get that. Shop supplies is $40. Now I don't know what kind of shop supplies.
You gotta, that's the Passover, the rags and stuff.
Nickel and dime. And then there's one other small item, which is the actual cost of the battery, which was
And let's be honest, more times than not, labor costs more than the parts.
or about equal, right?
Yeah.
They tell you to always factor. Labor is going to be at least equal, maybe a little bit more than the parts. So just one more item on that.
About another $1,200, I would guess.
Get close. It's $26,853.99. When you factor in the tax, this is apparently a Florida, and Florida's a low tax state. But so the subtotal, if you want to replace the battery on a Chevy Volt, is $29,842.15.
There you go,
man.
Robert. You saved it all in gas.
Ooh, I don't care that the gas costs a lot of money, me.
Let's figure out on a Chevy Volt, that would be a small gas tank. So let's say it's 15 gallons, so $30, or let's go, $3 a gallon, $45 to fill a Chevy Volt. If it were a combustion engine. So yeah, that's got to get you at least 3 or 4 tanks to get to that total.
You see, I didn't know there'd be math, bruh. I didn't know there'd be math involved.
28,000 divided by $45.
28,000 divided by 45, and that's being generous. That's
Right.
That's current gas prices, right?
Yeah.
That's Brandon gas. That's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 622 full tanks of gas. Mhm.
Yeah.
Now,
you figure, in a Chevy Volt, you probably fill up every other week.
oh man,
So
you probably not even.
That's
Probably.
1,200 weeks.
That's a lot of years.
52 weeks in a year.
Okay,
Yeah,
20
yeah.
something years. Yeah, 20.
That's about 6 or 7 generations that car's gonna last. Got to figure by the time that car is worn out, there'll be flying cars.
The only thing harder than math for some people is logic, right? You just what we try to do is to take these big concepts and put them into a Cajun brain and try to where's the sense, right? Where does it make sense? Try not to lie along the way or spread what they call disinformation. That's another thing too. That's not even really a word. That's a word they just made up. The other day I was reading something, or buddy or somebody had something with like in the age of disinformation. What? No. It's a lie or it's not a lie. It's the truth. It's the truth or it's not a truth. It's disinformation when you don't agree with it, right? Like that's what gets me. Somebody says something, it's a fact. Here it is.
It used to be called propaganda.
Maybe so. Well, but propaganda, yeah. I guess that would be the what it should be called.
Yeah,
but
if you know it's wrong, used to influence you in a different way, I guess.
But one of the reasons that the media, especially the media, wants to call things disinformation, because if they say, I know you're lying, people have a visceral response to lying. Like if you're telling the truth and you know it's not a lie, you say, no, I think that's a lie. I'm gonna fight you. I ain't lying. I ain't a lie. But you say, I think that's disinformation.
Yeah, that means,
Oh.
you just got bad info.
Oh, that must be something else, right? It's exactly what it is.
Doesn't mean I'm a liar.
You know, well, no, and like I said, it typically comes down to, and only one side has disinformation. Like that's weird. So you look back at some of the lies, the obvious lies that have been told throughout the years, but that's not disinformation.
Right. That's just a lie. Just depends who's telling it.
Well, you know, the facts change. I love when the facts change. No, they didn't. No. Your story changed. The facts are always the facts. The facts didn't change. We got more information. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That's not. Stop. Now that's a lie. That ain't disinformation. That's a lie. That's why we're here, folks. We're here to help.
That's right. We're just cutting through the clutter.
You know, we're not against electric vehicles. I think in golf carts they're amazing.
Yeah. I got a hybrid. I don't know if it's how much it's going to cost me to change the battery.
You got a hybrid? Oh, wow. Good luck. Yeah. They're good for a bit, you know. That's all right. We got a car ordered. You know, not a hybrid, sorry. But for that's the world we're living in now too. Got to put a deposit down and
oh, dude, my son's trying to find a car. I called a place in Houston for him the other day. And well, you got to come with cash money because you can't do any financing. Yeah, they won't finance in a different state. So you got to come in with the cashier's check.
Are you looking for something new or something
used?
Oh, dude, you can get used everywhere. After the break, I'm going to tell you about,
Yeah. All right.
But no, you can get used anywhere. You paying almost new prices.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole deal is he's trying to, stay within a certain budget.
Yeah, well.
I don't hear you now.
You got me? No, you can't hear
I
me.
don't hear you.
That's on you because I hear you fine. There we go.
Let me see something. Hang on.
Click on a button, bro. Click on a button. Hang on a sec. This might be a
speaker.
This be a great second half of Dave and Juan where we can hear Juan.
All righty. Hang on. Let me make sure my AirPods didn't disconnect because I hear you now. No. Oh, that's right. We're recording, huh?
No, oh man, this is dude, we don't hide anything from the people.
All righty. Keep on talking.
We don't hide from the people. This guy, you know, we do. I go get a cup of coffee. That was the break. So Juan had Mr. Kitty spayed or neutered, whatever, during the break. I went get a cup of coffee. We, we're back. We have the halftime show where we say, okay, what's going on? That's not a halftime show.
All right. Well, we're going with it like this.
Can you hear Juan?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
As he takes the white eggs out of his ears. All right.
That's right.
There we go. So I don't know where we're talking about cars.
We're talking about cars and
you're trying to get you. No, we got tons. They got a CarMax down the road from me. Looks like they got 1,000 cars out there. But again,
yeah, he's trying to do something where he's got big plans where he just wants to buy something inexpensive now, pay it off quick,
right,
and then get
Doesn't he know that that's not how the world works anymore, bro? Debt. You need debt.
Right. That's what I told him. I said, you're going to have to. Said the car you want. You're looking at another, $4,000 or $5,000 for that.
Just pile on the debt and just hopefully somebody will come along and waive it one day.
Yeah.
Just make somebody else pay for it, right? But then again, let's go back to that. Nothing gets forgiven. It gets transferred. Right. It gets transferred.
Yeah.
Somebody
I'm just
else.
excited because I told him, said, well, I can help you some if you want. And he said, nope, not. Yeah, I want to do it on my own.
There you go. Well, as I said,
go ahead.
We're getting a car. I'll take the help. So if you want to help, Juan, pile in. And then, but yeah, the process now is weird. So it's a Ford. Okay, buying American, but so they send you an email. It's like apparently a big deal that your order has been placed. So seriously, like that's supposed to be a big deal. You have to put the down payment. Your order has been placed, and then they're going to email you or email me when they have accumulated all the parts to put the car together. No lie. They give you a heads up when, we got the stuff to build the car. And then again, I think they tell you, then they give you the estimated completion date.
How long does it take to build a car once you have the parts? I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I thought they build them, fairly quickly.
I'm going to find out. Part of me was like, send me the list. I'll tell you what you can leave off. If you're waiting on that, I don't know. My son anyway. He don't want that. He don't care. No, I don't know. What you going? Wait, we got the upgrades on the cup holders? Nah, I don't care.
So how long do you know? Because he was talking about doing, and then this is,
It's months. It's months. It's if it when we ordered it, if and that's the guy and the salesman, they lie. They're going to always lie. They were looking at minimum 3 months. They said it was probably coming in under 4. I don't know.
Okay.
I got a sinking suspicion that it's going to get to 3 or 4 months, and I'm gonna get furious and just say, "Hey, you need to shove. You either rebate the down payment, or I don't know, man. It's a weird world, dude. A few years ago, you walk on the car lot, you negotiate with people, you say, "Oh, this is great. I ain't paying sticker. You're crazy." Now you got to call ahead of time and just say, "Hey, just out of curiosity, you guys aren't slapping something on top of sticker, are you?" And half of them are around here. They are. So there you go.
You're talking about dealing with salespeople and customer service and all that. So we still have cable. We have AT&T Uverse, and typically when the bill goes up, you just call them and they'll sign you up to some other promotion. And so that happened the other day. It went up like $50 a month or something. It's like, I'm not paying that. And so Joey called, and she had trouble understanding the person on the other line, the customer service rep. And she had the impression that they were discontinuing Uverse, but we would have to go to some other service like Dish or whatever if we wanted to keep it. And so I said, that doesn't make sense to me. So I called the next day, and that just wanted to clarify. And I got somebody who I struggle to understand. Bottom line is they're discontinuing cable. So everything now is going to streaming. So they'll.
Oh, so through the internet line, they're not gonna.
Right. You
cable.
can continue to have Uverse, but you're not going to get it. The price. They're basically trying to price you out of choosing that and going to their model, their streaming model. But anyway, the lady was so hard to understand. And
dude, she's Becky. She's Becky from Slidell.
I said, ma'am,
I'm talking to Becky from Slidell, man.
I don't mean this to be offensive, because it's probably just on me. But is there anybody there who has less of a dialect? And she says, well, you'll have to call back and get back in the queue. And I said, never mind. We'll just ride it out.
I'll bet it didn't sound as clear as you just said it. What you just said, I could understand.
No. Well, so then, I'm saying, okay, I'm just trying to find out if Uverse is going away. That's it. Just a simple question. Okay, what's your account number? I said, can I give you the phone number? Because it's under Joey's name. I said, right. We can look it up under that. Okay. What's the address? And got that. What's the passcode? I said, ma'am, I don't know that. Okay. Well, how about this security question? You're going to ask, but I don't know. And it's, well, I can't give you that information without it. And I said, ma'am, I'm not trying to change my account. Okay. I'm not trying to do anything to my account. I just want to know if this is going away. That's it. Yes or no. Yeah. Not just for me, for anybody. Can't give you that information. I got to the point, and I said some pretty choice words there, where I said, I bet if I was calling to pay him, blah, 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 bill, I wouldn't need a passcode.
That's right. You'd have taken my information already.
Right.
That's annoying.
So I ended up hanging up on her and calling back. But the funny thing with all of this stuff, it's got all the voice prompt stuff that is recorded. And the sound effect that they play in the background is though someone is typing your information.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on. How stupid do you think I am?
Dude, that's stupid. Oh, yeah. I've run into that a few times where it's like, one moment. You're not.
I believe you said 225.
Yeah. So,
then this woman would also, when I gave her the phone number, she would read the phone number. And what's the cadence people give a phone number? 555-123.
Yeah.
Or 56.
Not that.
5551 234-56. And I said, it threw me totally off. And I said, could you repeat that? And she did it again. And I said, ma'am, I have never heard a soul give a phone number like that. And I don't even know if the phone number you gave me was mine. Say it slower so I can write it down.
We're sorry. The number you have dialed is not in
You were
service.
talking to Becky from Slidell. Oh, that's
like,
the
Becky,
best.
you know that's not how people say phone numbers?
Come on, Becky. Becky. Come on. Work with me, Becky. Work with me. That was always the funny stuff too. Well, you know, that's an overdone joke, but it's funny. They give you a name. It's like, that ain't your name, bro. Yeah. Stop it. Stop it. I still, one of my favorite story, and God love him, my dad back in the day. So he came along. He had computers back when Apple, you know, he worked in the school system and everything. So I remember some of the first Apple computers. So my dad he knew enough. He could work with stuff, right? He understood stuff. But when it came to, it just like most of us, it just got to the point where he just didn't want to deal with it. He couldn't, you know, add-ons and upgrades and this nonsense. And but my dad would get on the phone. My dad was the king of, you talk about somebody's got all day long.
My mother-in-law's like that.
Oh, God, all day long I mean, I know more than once. And when I say more than once, I'm talking, it may have been 10 different times in his life. I guarantee you my dad was on the phone with support for 3 hours straight.
Oh, my mother-in-law do it all the time. She knows, like, she'll call and ask for that same person.
Well, you can't do that with the. But I remember one story. I remember one time. So he's talking to this guy. Obviously, maybe it was Freddie from Slidell, but it was some Indian guy, right? And my dad's he's typically probably a little more polite than you, but trying to get help. And the guy was giving him what to type, right? You know, like what to type in. Type in, it's the www, whatever, and or whatever. And he says, and he would say at the end of it, full stop. So my dad's like, okay, typing in full stop, and it wouldn't work. And he's like, I don't understand. It should be pulling up. Let's try this again. And it took my dad. And
what is full stop?
Full stop in India means period. Full stop. I say in India, in
wherever,
apparently
wherever
parts of the world, but other parts of the world, yeah. If you say, well, that's what it said, yeah, you know, whatever full stop means period. That's another way of saying period. But that's what this guy, dude, you're talking to a Cajun sitting in Cut Off, Louisiana, probably with a cup of coffee, and you know, and he's good to go. He's got all the hours you got. You're gonna change.
Time is not a challenge,
bro. You're gonna change shifts before this guy gets tired. But
I've called customer service a couple of times on behalf of my mother-in-law. And the first thing I do is tell her, I say, right now you need to thank God that I'm calling on her behalf, and you don't have to deal with that.
I'm your first line. Don't burn me out. You don't want me, you don't want to take the call from her. I'm here to help. But
we had, you know, you're talking about technology and stuff last night. So my wife is a teacher in Ascension Parish, and apparently there's an email address that goes to every teacher in the entire parish of Ascension. Yeah, there's a big parish, a lot of teachers. So every teacher at every school, whether it's lower school, middle school, upper school, whatever. Someone sent an email to that asking if anyone had an extra table they could have for the classroom. Well, I guess it became, heck, you know, if we're asking anybody, you know, someone else responded, anybody else got a pencil sharpener that I could have. Dude, this went on for hours. And you've got your typical people who are going to play it up and annoy those who kept saying, please remove me from this group.
That's the worst thing to do. Don't like, if you unfortunately get stuck on that,
right?
Don't act all high and mighty. Like, take me off this group. Oh, bro.
Because then all the people who are having fun.
You just identified yourself as somebody who was bothered, and that's exactly what we're looking for.
That's right. That's what some of us love.
So, hey, last night you'd laugh. I thought about you. Sometimes I find myself doing some dumb things, dude, and I think about you. And I think, you know what?
That's great. I love that.
Sometimes I think I do dumb stuff just to tell you about it. So went to dinner last night, my wife and I. Nice night. Shout out to Jupiter Pizza, our favorite place. I love the manager or whoever she is in there. She always gives us free stuff. She like, it's weird. It also shows you how stuff is priced. But
Yeah.
they're covered. But anyway, a nice dinner. On the way home, and this one I kind of teasing my wife, right? Because nice evening. You know what you don't want to do at the end of a night. It wasn't that late. It was, probably coming up on 9 o'clock or so, 8:30, 9 o'clock. I just want to go home, right? Guys, nice in. Hey, can we stop at the Dollar Tree? Huh? Yeah, I need some stuff for tomorrow morning, and it'd be great if we stop at the Dollar Tree. I try to be a good husband, So what do you do? Okay. Let's go to the Dollar Tree. She has to get balloons. She has to get balloons blown up at the Dollar Tree. So we pull into this one, and it's not the one near our home. It's in a more slightly busier area, and big parking lot.
If it's after dark, you don't want your wife going in the Dollar Tree by herself, so you can't stay in the car.
Well, no. I didn't stay in the car, and my little friend didn't stay in the car either. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm licensed. Okay. So it's in this stretch. It's got in that same development's got a big furniture store. It's got an Academy. It's got a Lowe's. It's a Dollar Tree. Mm-hmm. So walk in there, and I get like I'm a colleague. I kind of walk in there, look around, she's doing whatever, and I feel, there are some positions. I know they don't. They're really nice lady, really nice cashier working there, and then this other lady who, poor thing, she looked like, man. I don't know what her life story is, but she looked, she's tired. And I just be like, wow, I want to say thank y'all for showing up for work. Right. I mean, like, I can't imagine. And things were quieting down, but they were very nice. And so I'm like, oh, yeah, we're in there like 10 minutes getting whatever. She gets balloons blowing up, and it just couldn't have been nicer. Couldn't have been, Dollar Tree. I wish other places that you have to pay a lot of money for had as good a services as this Dollar Tree. So I'm holding the balloons for my wife. We walk out there, and then there's a Five Below store right next to it. So that's a slight upgrade, I guess, from Dollar Tree. And they got hula hoops. You think I'm making this stuff up, but I promise you this is true. So I'm standing outside like a freaking clown holding a bunch of, because I'm not going to walk in with Dollar Tree balloons.
Right, man. You got some, you got some class.
So like, well, I mean,
like going into Burger King with a McDonald's bag.
Now, maybe I'll put these in the car and wait. And then, so my wife walks into the Five Below, and I kind of look in there. I can see that's basically what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, is there trouble around here? No. So I get the balloons there, and then I don't want to walk into the Five Below. Then I'm thinking, these nice ladies at Dollar Tree. I look around, and they got Dollar Tree carts all over the parking lot. I started picking up Dollar Tree carts. Like the little guys they hired, you come out there and just, oh man, because it wasn't that hot last night. It was just walking around there, and I wasn't dressed super nice. I had like a polo shirt and stuff. I'm just pushing Dollar Tree carts through the parking lot. People driving by thinking, that poor guy. I mean,
somebody might have given you a tip.
I would have taken one. I'd have brought it in. But yeah, so that's what I was doing last night. That's how much I don't want to walk into another store. I'm out in a parking lot picking up Dollar Tree, those little carts, left them in the front of the store for those ladies. So I didn't, you know what? And I doubt they watch this podcast. They don't know the nice guy that did that. My hope is that it was around time and they were like, oh, you got to go get the carts.
Maybe somebody is posting on the local Facebook page there.
Somebody brought all the carts back for us. So there you go.
To the good-looking gentleman with the polo shirt and the balloons, thank him for cleaning up the shopping carts at Dollar Tree.
We don't know who that clown was with a handful of balloons and a Glock, but hey.
Then you'll have somebody else saying that dude was taking somebody else's job.
That's right. How they gonna hire somebody else if you out there doing it for free? I would do that. I felt like it'd be cool, man. Remember the scene in Forrest Gump after he made all the money at the end? I'll mow the grass for free, whatever he likes mowing the grass. I like picking up carts. No big deal.
You're there. Got to kill time. Better than being in the store.
And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, not only am I picking up carts, if trouble breaks out in this parking lot,
right? You got people covered.
I'm gonna make the news, bro. I'm gonna just to tell that story.
Well, I was in the parking lot just picking up the cars to help people, and I saw this other guy trying to steal a car.
We interviewed this guy that stopped the carjacking. What led you to stop the carjacking? Well, the story starts when me and my wife went to dinner.
She needed some balloons for a church event.
I know this is a local newscast, and you probably only want to use 15 seconds of this clip, but it's about a 5-minute story. Okay, so I'll do the interview with you if it's a 5.
For
In
more
fact,
on that
call
story,
my friend.
we switched to Dave and Juan more time.
Call my friend Rick Portier and see if he'll produce this piece for you because I think there's a human interest angle.
There's that element to it
that we could use there, but there you go. So Dollar Tree.
See, what would have made the store cooler was not only if you would have broken up the carjacking, but at the same time continued picking up shopping carts.
Oh, I had a job to do. Right? Just look, I'm here to fight crime. I'm here to help these nice ladies inside the Dollar Tree.
Right? All around good guy.
By the way, if you're just coming in there, I did not stop a carjacking. Although my presence.
You may have.
You never know. You never know.
They could have seen you and said, "Oh God, I got to move on."
We came here to jack some cars, but look, that guy looks like he's looking to me.
That's right. He's gonna wrap those balloons around our necks.
That guy looks like he's ready. You know, stay with him. That guy's ready. But so there you go. Thought about you doing that. The other thing I realized. So you asked for my address the other day, which I'm not going to share online, but so I think to give it. And over time, I guess like Google updates every now and then, and I don't know how long. And it's weird. It's like sometimes it looks like one angle of your house looks like, okay, they must have filmed this a different time. And it's bizarre how things work. But I don't know. They gave the address. And let me click on it. And apparently, whenever I didn't see the truck when it came, this was a while back because I think it was my son's graduation party that we had here, because there are like tents set up on the side of my house, and it was an overcast day. I don't think it rained, but it was really dreary. It might have rained that morning. Overcast looking day, and there are canopies and tents set up outside my house, and I'm on it, bro. I'm on Google. Apparently, yeah. I mean, no, I'm walking. It must have been the car that goes by, and they blurred the back of my head out. That's the other thing too. It was obviously the back of my head, but they blurred the back of my head out. But that's me. And I'm like, oh, look at that. I was out there wearing some like little water kind of shoes because it was wet out there. And I'm like, there you go. I'm famous, bro. I'm on Google Maps.
This is years ago.
Actually, my butt's on Google Maps.
On Google Earth. The picture of my home was taken, and it's a satellite image, from the day that I was cleaning out my garage. And I was doing a thorough cleaning because everything, and I'm talking about a ton of crap that was in my garage, was on my lawn in the front yard. So
that's a good looking shot.
And you could see this thing looking like brown water flowing down the driveway because I was hosing out the garage.
You hope if you ever sell the place, they don't click on that.
Right. This dude's a hoarder.
Hey. I don't know what that brown liquid is, but I ain't buying that house. That dude's disposing of evidence right there, man. That's not good. Oh well. So, man, we got any other?
I think
you think that's it? You think we put in a good day's work here? Yeah. You know,
I think our work's getting done here today.
I got so much work I got to do today. I'm going to find a way
not
to do it.
You got a couple student loans to pay. You better get doing it.
I'm paying it forward. You're welcome. I guess I really can say that part of America. Hey, you're welcome. Just keep loading the mule. Hopefully we won't break down. But all right, we're gonna push the button, see if any of this stuff stuck to tape, and we kind of hope it did. And if it didn't, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. We're not here, but we are. So I guess it did. So that's it. If you want to reach us, by all means, it's Dave and Juan at protonmail.com. If you want to mail us things, by the way, let me point that out again. So thank you again to Gene and Julie. So there you go. Also, you know what? Very nice sweatshirt they sent me. This also brought to my attention. Not nearly enough of y'all send us stuff.
That's right. My friend, you getting gifts.
You know what I'm saying? What the heck? The heck, America? Even when Facebook throttles us because we say the wrong word sometimes, but So yeah, so you want to reach out to send this stuff, you can do that too.
Yeah,
Wiener spaghettis are great.
We'll get a PO box or something.
You can dry ice some wiener spaghettis. It's all good. But so anyway, David1%.com and yeah.
Everywhere you can hear podcast.
Yeah.
If it's worth listening, if it's worth tuning in or streaming from that service,
it's there. Go get it. Go get it. It's there. And you know what? It all costs the same.
Free, baby.
Free, baby. Free. We give it away.
We've actually forgiven the cost on this. We didn't transfer it. You're forgiven.
That's right.
Bless you.
Right. Exactly. It again. We'll full circle. America again. You're welcome. You're welcome. Also, as always, we try to do it. We try to live by example. Sometimes, sometimes we're better at it than others, but we try to live by example. Guys, if you're going to have the best week of your life, it starts
incrementally.
That's right. Ooh, nice word. Incrementally. Try to have like the best hour.
Right. Start small. Work your way up.
After this, because we know this was probably
this was the best hour of your day.
Because some of you be thinking like, oh man, I don't know. So
and granted, we know this hour set the bar high.
Put this one aside. Just the Dollar Tree story alone. I mean, come on. Come on.
Worth the price of admission.
You're welcome. But so you start there and you make that hour, you make it an afternoon or an evening. Pretty soon you got a day. You put a few of those together, best week of your life. And it's not a suggestion. It's not a hint. Yo.
Right. Not even a law.
It's a freaking mandate.
It's a mandate.
I know a lot of the mandates are going away. They tell us, except in some ridiculous cities. They still got some real morons out there throwing. But for the most part, all these mandates are going away. Not here.
Nope.
It's a mandate that you get out there and attempt to have the best week of your life. What else you got to do?
Exactly. You can go to work.
Yeah. And if you do that, do it good. Do it real good.
Do it better.
Dude, last night when I was picking up those Dollar Tree carts, I did that with pride. I bet all the wheels are facing the same direction. Man.
Tucked in straight.
They should have videoed it.
Like, you could have been a training video.
Future. There you go. That guy right there.
How to pick up shopping carts at the Dollar Tree.
How you pick up carts. And this is how I could have brought him into the store, but I didn't want to cause a scene. Because I probably could have broken her. Like, ain't no lie. The poor manager, whoever they're without, I can't have you do that. You're welcome. All right. That's it, everybody. We're going to get on out of here.
That's right. Go live life.
Yeah, live your life. We'll be back probably Monday, I'm guessing.
Monday. 7:00.
We're always here. We're always here for you. But the new ones drop on Monday. That's it. Man. Have a great one. Love you, bro.
Back at you.
We leave like my parents used to leave. The way kids leave.
Now we're in the driveway.
We got to go. Yeah, we got to go. Y'all, I'm in the car. Y'all get the car.
We're standing up.
And it gets to the point where the kids even know, hey, we ain't leaving. That was just the first we're leaving. That was, hey, y'all, we got to go. Okay.
Give me another cup of coffee. But I got to go.
Or back in the day. You just lit up another cigarette. You ain't going nowhere.